I gotta say, I'm a big fan of that windmill. I don't know. It's a ripple effect.
Hello there, and welcome to the Ripple Effect. We're here at the mighty, mighty windmill. It's been a while, it's been a couple episodes since we've seen this on account of the weird out-of-order release schedule I have. I'm trying to catch up, I really am. I want to get it so I basically release a video in the week I record it, and we should be there very soon. I need to quickly run you guys through the changes here at the base, and then from what I hear, we've got mail. So we're going to head to Spawn Town and check out... Whoa, there goes my pickaxe. Check out our mailbox. So I've planted some wheat fields here. I'm not completely done. I want to put more wheat around the bottom here because I don't like this brown line. That will happen. I've removed the work shed there and I've put everything inside the windmill. It's going to be a temporary base of options. This is not like how I plan on decorating this necessarily, but the floors I've tried to build sort of properly, so I think that's how they will go. I've got my storage here, brewing and, furnacing and chesting and watering, catting is all taken care of here. I quite like this dual kind of stairway up here that goes into one. This is where I've got my bed for now. And then I've mapped out this floor will go here, obviously different materials, and then up there there'll be another floor. But I'm not in a huge hurry to do that really. This is really just so I have somewhere to go and like a base of operations. What else have I done? This is new since last time. I think that's the rest of the facades that were built. I built them, filled the back of the building out, and I've kind of done some work planning the flats that will go inside. I'll just quickly show you that. And then I've also done a bit of like terrain kind of changes to give it a bit of height. The whole place so far has been all on one level, and I want to change that, so I've ducked that down a little bit. And also this area, this was a suggestion by Obni, I've lowered that too, and I think that looks much better. So any new buildings I build, I'm going to try like incorporate a bit more terrain. At the moment it's only 3 buildings really. I mean, admittedly they're quite big buildings, but 3 buildings all on the same level I think is okay, but just any new ones I'm going to try give it a little bit more terrain shape to them. So I'll show you upstairs here. I have 4 flats planned out. That's what the netherrack is. These 2 are mirrored, and so are these. They're more or less all the same size. Not quite the same though. I think flats aren't always the same anyway. This will be a dual chimney for both kind of flats. And then, yeah, they have little balconies and so on. There's still work to be done here. I haven't quite finished, but you can see where I'm going with it. I like the idea of there being flats above, so people live here. Maybe the shop owners, maybe some different people, who knows. The shops themselves are just going to have straight walls along here, so I didn't want to do that for the flats because like who wants to live in just one long room? That's a bit weird. Yeah, so that's pretty much all that's changed, I think, guys. I'm gonna like have a think about what to do next, but we'll probably do that next episode because I'm about to go check my mail. Hello. What's all this? A turtle egg. Turtle Care 101 from Marlo. I actually have already seen this on his video. You should check it out. He's written some hilarious turtle care instructions, which I'll flick through, but I won't read out because it takes quite a while because there's a lot of instructions here. But it's genius and awesome because I actually really wanted a turtle, but I didn't really know how to go about it. Looks like there's something else in here though. Let me throw away these things. Book and quill. How mysterious. So, as the prophecy foretold, you are here. The boy of the bush has come out from his terraced home seeking to take my self-imposed crown. I have watched you from afar, placing your sugar cane and grass, making rivers and pools to sit by after. Your labors have ended for the day. You are not without talent, young bushy male, but you have yet to see me in my final form, where all my power is unleashed upon this land, and Mother Nature herself trembles beneath my feet as I mold her into perfection. But you, You need to be taught a lesson. I set before you a challenge you cannot hope to win. You shall be given an area to make your own, to try to shame Eden itself. Your resources are your own to use in whatever paltry way you see fit. But that's not enough for me. I wish to humble you and send you scurrying back to whatever dump hole you crawled from. I extend the offer to you as well. Pick an area so that I may birth the next hanging gardens, and then when we are something, the world will compare us and you will be found wanting. Whoa, coordinates. Oh, it's actually quite close. You'll need it. And it's from some rando. Some loser. Boom. Alright, I'm gonna wreck them. What do we got? I could probably beat them with just these, to be honest. It's a landscaping competition, of course. Let's go check that area out. Oh, I see. That's already very cool. I can see I've got lots of ideas for this. That straight shot through there is brilliant. It's tricky, you know, for some people, because it's an acacia, which changes the block palette a bit. It's not what I'm used to, but I like a challenge. I like restrictions. I think really breed creativity. I think, and I think we can come up with something good. Let's just check out the perimeter, see how big it is. What could we build here? Landscaping, eh? Interesting. Very interesting. Yeah. Cool. All right. I already have ideas. Deliveries. I don't know who's done that, but it's very clever. This is no time to be jovial, however. I am here to return a slap of a glove to the face of Sin, who's challenged me to a landscaping contest, the most revered contest type available in all of Minecraft. I've written him this book entitled Competition. Dear competitor, note that I use the term competitor here merely as a formality. You are no competition to me, Sin. That's right, I know who you are. I know there is only one member on this server who is cocksure enough to even dream of challenging me. A man so devoid of creativity that his skin is little more than a blank grid. Despicable. You have cobbled together a serviceable landscape or two in the past, sure. But those were just luck, and you are far past your heyday. Your so-called crown will soon sit atop a pile of ashes. Your ashes, metaphorically speaking. And another thing, an island does not simply haul itself from the ocean overnight. There is clearly some foul play going on. Hired help, perhaps? Another sign of your fading talent. Well, I suppose we shall see if you can still deliver the goods. To be true, Sin, I pity you. And from the kindness of my heart, I have selected an area already very easy on the eye. Unlike the wasteland savanna you chose for me. 890, 99, negative 430. Even a monkey could not mess this one up, and who knows? If you do well, perhaps I will consider letting you serve as my unpaid apprentice. Yours in antagonistic rivalry, freddybushboy. Boom. Put that in here. I need to put some leaves. And what else does he need? Some cool landscaping block. You know what I like? This is classic. Ferns. Ferns are great. Let's take 4 of these away. Boom. Love it. Alright, we're here at the scene of the landscaping. I've removed the cobble walls from the edges, more or less. I've left the corners in, and you can't really see the ones up the top, but I do also planning on using a little bit more of this than was in the kind of zone he used. I think that's fine, right? I want to build a tree up there, and I'm going to have the roots coming out underneath. I think that could be quite cool. My general plan here, and also, by the way, this is going to take a while. This won't be done this episode. This is going to be something I'll probably just bring you back now and then and show you my progress, because I plan on, doing pretty much complete, terraforming of everything here. It's not a huge amount, but it's quite a bit. In terms of, like, my idea to start with is to just kind of like shape this out a little bit. This is maybe a little bit too, it's blocking the view of this kind of gap here a little bit too much. I'm gonna get rid of that. I want to have a pathway that kind of leads its way up here, up to the top. And then I'm thinking of building baobab trees, if you know the ones I'm talking about. Do I have enough dirt to get up there? I hope so. Yeah, big baobab tree on the top, maybe another 1 or 2 down the bottom there, but the main one will be up here looking down, and yeah, the roots are going to grow underneath. I'm also planning on, I see this kind of shape here, and it makes me kind of think of like water's been flowing down there, so I might just make it so that's the case. Have a kind of hole here, have water flowing down through here, maybe down into the ground underneath there, come out through here, and then I noticed, I had a quick look at this on my single player copy of this world. Yeah, there we go. There's actually a small lake under there. So I figure I'll make it so that's kind of revealed. Wow, this was not a solid wall in the one I looked at, interestingly enough. But yeah, I'm going to link the water to come up down here. But I'm planning on using, and I've done a bit of resource gathering, acacia logs stripped like that. They're quite garish looking, but that and a much bigger kind of tree I think will actually look really good. Andesite and light grey terracotta is what I plan on. Kind of all the stone I plan on mostly replacing with those two textures. I think they actually look really good together. Let me show you that. These two, and what was that? And this one, just as a little example. Where's a nice big piece? Let's go up here. Like, can I reach? You get the idea. So do pretty much mostly this. Like so. And then that's already andesite, so that's perfect. Like highlights of this. I think ideally I would have liked that to be in that block. Probably instead of that one. But, this is just the example. I can't be too, can't be too pixel pushy. That kind of color, it'll make more sense once there's more of it, I think. Lots more coarse dirt down here, and then at the kind of lower areas, I'm thinking you probably saw a preview of it already. Yes, I know my axe is on the ground. Don't worry. Like down here, I'm trying not to really mess actually with the terrain too much. Like I'm trying to mostly replace blocks. Obviously I'll have to get rid of some, like I'm going to do some sculpting up there and so on, but I'm thinking this kind of sand, aka red sand, like that. Down here would also be it, obviously, and then that I think goes well, quite obviously, with this orange terracotta. Bit of that. See what I'm getting at there? Very orange kind of theme. I won't do the sand all the way up, I just kind of want it down the bottom, and I've actually done that to too solid. I will have grass in there as well, and I will also have, like I plan on it being a little bit patchy. like that, and then coarse dirt, which is magical dirt that just looks incredible when landscaping. So gritty. That kind of texture. And then I've got, you know, the kind of the trimmings. I have, what do we got? Ferns, grass. I really like how grass looks on coarse dirt for some reason. I don't know why. I had a bunch of dried sticks. What are they called? Yeah, these guys. There. And there. You get it, right? So that kind of texture down here, more or less. Might think of something else to go with there, but that will probably just cover maybe like this layer and this layer, like this with this much coverage, and then it would probably just be the odd dots like kind of spreading its way in here, I think. Yeah, that should mostly be it. The trees, I think, are probably going to be the standout part. So yeah, I'll get to work and I'll bring you back when I've got something together. Well, guys, we are here. We're back. We've made some progress. I have replaced all of the walls with the terracotta and the andesite. I'm really liking how it looks. It's not a huge change, actually. It kind of just looks like terrain. Like it looks kind of normal, I think, which is maybe a good thing. There's still a lot to do, like having all the grasses and ferns and all, you know, leaves and all that kind of stuff. Leaves will make so much difference, and more trees. Like I am going to have some regular acacia trees in here as well as this, which is I just built this now. I recorded it and it didn't record. I'm so sorry. I did want to show kind of my thought process here, but this is what I was thinking in terms of the baobab trees. It doesn't quite look like them, but I think it's like a fair enough interpretation that it makes sense for here. I have it growing on this kind of ledge here over top of the cave. And this is a bit of a hint at what I'm going to do up here as well, as the roots have grown through the ceiling of the cave and have gone in. So I've built this little cave. There's like all sorts of stuff in here. This is mostly done. There is some stone still left in here, which I will replace. But then also I think in terms of the landscape, like there's stone underneath this stuff as well. Like I don't think it's terrible to have some stone in places like this. Oh no, a fern. I was really happy with the placement of that fern too. God damn it. You know, but I will try and go through and get most of it. But yeah, I'm pretty happy with that tree. I think the one on top will be slightly bigger maybe. But the idea here is that, you know, they're kind of fat at the base and thin at the top, really. They just kind of go... might make that one taller. How does that look? Is that better? That's alright. I don't know. Can't tell which I prefer. But that's all the progress I'm going to have time for today, guys. I will continue working here. Oh, let me show you this. Hold on. Let me eat. Let me eat. Just let me eat. I'll show you the stream, because that is one other thing I've done. And the path up there. So, the stream. It does come down there, like I said it would. And I've decided to reveal it a little bit here, just to give a little bit of color. It's really hard for me to get color other than orange, obviously, into this terrain. It's a bit of a tricky one. So I decided to have the water here. I think in a kind of arid landscape, it's nice to have some water. Maybe as a reason people would come here. There's a stream running down there. Again, I'll get rid of the granite and diorite, certainly. But that runs down into the little cave we just saw, and it comes from up there. And I have a little way to get up there. This kind of loose path. It's not like... You know, it's not going to be like a road or anything like that. It's like a desire line almost, where people have walked up here a few times and it's kind of trod the ground, but it's not really a proper path. Yeah, there's just a hole in the wall basically, and the water comes out and flows down here underneath through the land there. I won't show it because, I mean, you can imagine how that looks. But yeah, under here it's all done. There's, you know, coarse dirt everywhere. I've put all this stone in here. Again, like where Sin did the border, it didn't really include quite all of this stuff. But I think like why have such kind of a cool feature if you're not actually going to landscape it? So I have done a bit past in that direction. Maybe I'll make up for doing less kind of over there, but you can see that. Up here is where the bigger baobab tree is going to go, and I'm thinking... I guess I kind of want it to be close to the edge. Something like this sort of shape. Like, I don't like it to be completely even or anything like that, but maybe something like that. I'm going to work on that off camera though, because yeah, they take a little bit of planning. But yeah, just wanted to show you guys what I've got done so far. There's a lot to do, so maybe we may not see this again next episode, because I might just need to like keep working at it. It's like lots of little things now. I have the structure there, the shape is there more or less, but it's all about the decoration, and that's kind of where a lot of the landscaping takes time, but actually kind of that's when it starts to become good and become real and start to look good. So if you guys have got any ideas at all for what I can do here, please let me know. I really want to beat Sin. I know, like, I'm feeling pretty happy about this, but I know he's probably going to have done something 10 times better. But, you know, given what we're working with here in the Savannah, I'm really happy with how it's coming along. And yeah, I'm going to keep working on it. And thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you next time.